We are back, baby! Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. This is the start of another weekly training vlog. This is Running with Georgia. So it's Tuesday, yesterday was Monday. If you watched my last video, you know I became quite ill on Saturday evening and then all of Sunday. Yesterday was feeling a little bit better, still not the best, so yeah, just nothing going on there. Wanted to take some time to relax. Today woke up feeling much better. I can stand up without having horrible migraines, which is always nice, so that was a good sign. We are getting back into running today. I have whipped out the good old foot lube for the first time in quite a while, obviously to help try and prevent blisters. Today, yeah, it's about a 4.8k run on the cards. I'm going to, I know it sounds silly, I'm going to drive to a little bit of area where I can do it just somewhere that's a little bit flatter, because the hip injury that I had should be fine now, but hills can exacerbate the issue, so I thought just starting off this week with some nice, calm, flat-ish, I mean, where I live, you're never really going to get flat sections for very long. But yeah, just going to go head out, do 5k, and then come back again, just 5k, nothing more. We're sticking with the training plan, but I'm really excited to get cracking. The sun is shining, it's fate. It should be a good run, and I've been looking forward to this for a while. So yeah. So just out the car and immediately I had to go find a secluded spot to go for a pee because I forgot to go right before I left. So yeah, that was a bit of a struggle because it's not the most secluded place. There's quite a busy road there, but hopefully I've gotten away without flashing someone. We are back, baby! So I'm just over halfway through my run and just not really having any plan in mind, just going out for the 5k. Like I said, no like pace or whatever in mind, just getting it done and enjoying doing it because I've not been able to do it for a while. Going a little bit off road at this moment in time because I found a nice little farm track that looked interesting, and yet the sun has gone down a little bit. I'm still having a wonderful time. So that is me done the run. I'm just walking back to the car now. It was like 4.83 kilometers. I was just going at 5k because that was easier than having to say 4.83 each time. But yeah, that's all the Garmin coach wanted me to do today, was a tired 4.83. So that's done. I didn't do my turnarounds at the exact right time, so I've got a little bit of walking to do to get back to the car. Normally, Georgia in the past would have just, ran all the way back to the car, but no, we're following the plan, so that I don't have Hipmageddon Volume 2. So I'm actually interested to look at the stats with you guys. Other than the distance, like beeps that came up, I wasn't really paying attention to my stats on the watch. And it just looks, yeah, like I said, I was just enjoying being out and running and just sort of living in the moment. Okay, we'll try and do this on the move. Let's see if I'm coordinated enough. So 4.83 kilometers, 33 minutes and 50 seconds total time. And then an average pace of 7 minutes per kilometre. As you see, pace graph there, heart rate graph there, but the heart rate zones there shows a much more accurate picture. Running power there, run power zones, elevation graph, and some just nice base training effect there. So yeah, actually, quite pleasantly surprised. The pace looked relatively flat other than a couple of spikes when I stopped and started for cars. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Not entirely sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I can't remember if the next run on my plan is tomorrow or Thursday, but I guess you'll find out in like a couple of seconds time. So it is Wednesday now, just about to head out for a bike ride. As you can see, I'm using my new helmet. I'm not wearing the jersey just because I'm still going out on my mountain bike, and full on lycra probably looks a little bit stupid on a mountain bike. So yeah, it was supposed to be an easy run today, but I'm having to go into the office tomorrow, so I thought instead of doing that today, because I wanted to do a bike ride at some point, that I just swap it around. So I'm doing the bike ride today, and then tomorrow I'll head to the gym to do my 8k on the treadmill where it's nice and flat and I can, bow out if I need to because of my leg. So that is the plan. Not really got any distance or goals in mind, just kind of going around for like you know, amount of time that I feel is good. So just going out to enjoy myself, and yeah, pot about. I usually typically only like plan the route for like my longer rides at the weekend. But yeah, midweek ones, it's just sort of me going around just stopping when I'm not having fun anymore. So there's like this pathway that goes off into the woods along the road I usually cycle along. I've always wanted to check it out, so I thought, I mean, why not? We are on a mountain bike after all. The tyres were swapped for a more hybrid option, but I still think it's relatively dry, so they should be able to manage that. So yeah, why not? I'll give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? Turns out the answer to what was the worst that could happen was, yeah, I could wipe out. So I was cycling along this path, and it's not like a hard path, but then like a rabbit ran in front of me, so I like tried to get out of the way, but like tractor tracks in the middle, as you can see here, and I was on one of them and tried to go over to the other to miss it, but like the verge there was a bit steep, so yeah, went off a bit, so now I'm covered in mud and blood as well. So that's the answer. Still having fun though. Hi guys, sorry, I need to be quiet because I've locked myself in the bathroom at the gym. Don't worry, I'm not actually using the toilet. So I was at the office today, so I just went straight to the gym, so there's nowhere like private for me to record before I go into the gym. So yesterday when I came home, I was more focused on giving myself first aid after my crash, so I didn't record afterwards. But I'll put the stats up there. Like I said, the moving time is nowhere near the actual time I was out from the house, just because I did take a lot of stops just to, again, it was a nice casual ride, so I was stopping to see lots of animals. I stopped to, you know, climb over fences to start doing some off-roading, and then obviously I crashed, so, but that was still good fun. I've got an 8k on my cards from Garmin today. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the full distance, if I'm going to do, you know, part walking, part running, because like I said, I'm still trying to ease myself back into the mileage for my leg. I know I've got my half marathon in September, but I'm 100% convinced that even if I did no more training, I could definitely get it done, and that's just my goal. I'm doing it with my wife, we're not supposed to be doing it fast. I have no time goal, it's just to get it done, and I 100% think I can do that. The main thing is making sure that my body is not injured by the time I get there. So yeah, but I'd head to the gym on the treadmill, and we'll see how I get on. Happy Friday everybody. I'm officially now off on holiday from work for 2 weeks, so that's nice. I've got that Friday feeling and that holiday feeling. Quickly need to go through the stats from yesterday. I thought I'd gone over them, but then I looked at my camera roll and saw that it wasn't there, that video. So yep, it was 8 kilometers in total. Like I said, still trying to ease myself in this week. So I did the first kilometer just walking, fast walking. I'm a good quick walker. Then 6 kilometers running, and then the last kilometer walking again. So here we go, 8 kilometers, 56 minutes and 45 seconds. Average pace 7 minutes and 6 seconds per kilometer. Pace there, not incredibly accurate because it's a treadmill, but it's got the basic thing of walking, running, and then walking there. Heart rate, but the heart rate zones there. Running power, run power zones, and then some nice base training effect. So I'm about to head up to the gym today to do a pace run. Running on the treadmill has definitely, I think, helped my legs. It is nice and flat. So I'm probably going to keep doing my runs on the treadmill just a little bit longer, just to make sure that the recovery has been cemented in. So heading up there to do my run there. If you're asking why I'm not running outside, I'll show you now. So the weather's a little bit ridiculous outside, so I don't think I'll be running outside today. So let's go over yesterday's run. I did record it, but I think something's going on with my phone because now I can't find the video of me going over the stats from yesterday's run. So it was a pace run, so it was 6.44 kilometers in total. First half, just, you know, kind of a steady pace, not too fast, and then the second a little bit faster, obviously. So let's look at that. So more funky things are happening. So I just went to go into my watch to do my normal stats breakdown, but it's not showing as being completed on my watch, but then on the actual Garmin app is showing that it's ticked off and done. So I'll just put up on the screen the stats from yesterday's run. it was kind of I didn't enjoy the run, not because I don't like running, obviously I do, but once you start running outside and you do that consistently, going in to run on a treadmill is just incredibly boring. So that's what I found. But I'm going to keep doing it just for a couple of runs, just because, like I said, it does reduces some of the impact and the stress having it on a flat incline for the leg. So I just want to keep doing that just to be extra safe. Can't be too careful there, but yeah, it's incredibly boring, which is what I find myself yesterday, sort of like not really wanting to go for my run yesterday because yeah, treadmill's quite boring. But today, exciting, we're going to a mountain bike park, like trail centre thing, just to obviously go mountain biking. I've not gone mountain biking in a while. I'm renting a full suspension mountain bike just to see how it feels, because I've only ridden on a hardtail before, so yeah, it should be fun. We had a bunch of gift vouchers for this place, so might as well go spend them before they expire. Back from the mountain biking, just about to watch Formula 1 qualifying. First one in a while, they were on their summer break. The mountain biking was great fun. So like I said, we were given like a bunch of gift vouchers for this one mountain biking place really near where we live, and we've been slowly trying to get through them for like the whole year, because we got like £500 of gift vouchers from like multiple like family members. For whatever reason, they all decided to band together and give us the same stuff. So I rented a full suspension bike with like a dropper post, and it was so fun. Like the first little bit we just spent going around like the little skills bit just to get used to, you know, because the full suspension bikes do handle a little bit differently, just get used to that. And then yeah, just going on some trails. I thought the dropper post was like a bit of a gimmick, but now trying one and using it, it's so nice, because there's some trails like you do need to do some bits of like pedaling, but then the rest is quite flowy, so being able to change the seat height quickly is really good. So yeah, I'll put in a video of me absolutely shredding just right now. Yeah, absolute rapid speed there, so you know, don't feel bad if you're not, you know, at that level. It took a while for me to do, and I totally wasn't being, you know, put to shame by some little 5-year-olds on their little like completely no suspension bikes, but that's irrelevant. I had a really good time. Stats on the watch, a little bit irrelevant, just because I started it when we first got there for a couple of hours, and there was a lot of like stopping for like drinks, snacks, and like bike adjustments, so you know, not too accurate, but I'll show you them anyway. So it was like 7.64 kilometers in total, 1 hour 50 minutes 26 seconds. We had 2-hour bike hire. Would have been nice to go for longer, but we did need to be back in time for qualifying. And their pickup times for the rental bikes was like 10:30, 11. So average speed 4.1 kilometers per hour. But again, there was a lot of like stopping and like quite steep climbing. So it's what it is. Yeah, speed up and down there. Heart rate up and down. Elevation, you can see there. So those were mucking around the skills park. Going up the big climbs, doing one of the loops, going back, and then doing both loops together there. Heart rate zones, nice mix, and then some bass. So yeah, it's really great fun. Not gone mountain biking really too much since we moved house, because I do think, because we used to live in Edinburgh, and that was a bit closer to one called Glentress, and Glentress I do think still has like a better system of trails, but the one near us still has some nice trails. They recently redid them, and I think they're a lot better than they used to be. But yeah, still my favourite trail centre, but you know, if you can't travel like 2 hours to go mountain biking and there and back 2 hours each, then you know, it'll do the job, and I had a great time. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Hello everybody, Sunday, back from the gym. I didn't record before I started running because when I got to the gym, the changing room was quite busy, and I didn't want to be one of those creeps that just like films regardless of who's in the changing room. So it was just under 10.5 kilometers today. My Garmin coach wanted me to do 5.63 at one pace, then going a little bit faster for the next 3.22, and then 1 point whatever it was at a higher speed again. I did stop halfway through to go to the bathroom because I made a rookie mistake. I slept in today because I was really tired after yesterday going mountain biking. So I woke up quite late. But I knew I needed to drink enough water to not be dehydrated and get cramps. So before I went, like at 45 minutes before I started running, I like chugged like 1.5 liters of water. So then I needed to pee, and the first bit that I did, was like horrible, because first of all, it was all the treadmill, which I find boring, but I couldn't like zone out and just listen to my music because I was very conscious that I really needed to pee. So then I stopped halfway through to go for a pee, and then the rest of it was much nicer. I could zone out, I was actually enjoying it, and I felt like I could go for a bit longer. But like I said, my promise was to not go over what I was prescribed by Garmin Coach, so I didn't. I came home now. So yeah, let's go through the stats. One sort of disclaimer, I was halfway up walking to the gym when I remembered I left my heart rate strap at home, and I can be bothered to go back and get it. So the heart rate data for this won't be as accurate just because it was going off the optical one on the watch, which isn't as good. But yeah, let's take a look. So total distance 10.46 kilometers, total time 1 hour 7 minutes 45 seconds, average pace 6 minutes 29 seconds per kilometer. Pace like that, yeah, so that's when I stopped to go have a quick pee break, but as you can see the rest of it's slowly going up. But again, pace on the treadmill with the watches isn't accurate either, so take the pace and the heart rate thing with a massive pinch of salt there. Running power, run power zones, and some nice tempo training effect there. So I'm about to go for a shower and then watch the Dutch Grand Prix. The summer break is over, thank goodness, so we're back to Formula 1, which will be exciting. But that is the end of this week's training vlog. Yep, really happy that I managed to do all the runs that were given to me. Obviously I was a bit worried because of the leg. I still don't think it's completely 100%, but certainly getting there, much better. I can do everything without, you know, being in pain and whatever. So I might not be as fast in these runs as I was before, but my main goal is just getting that mileage back up. The speed will come once it's, you know, been taken, once the leg's been taken care of. So next week's video will be a little bit different. So my in-laws are flying over from Boston to spend next week with us here in Scotland. So we've got a lot of things planned. Probably won't be able to do my full, you know, sort of training schedule because we do have a lot planned, like I said. Some of it is quite active, so we're doing like a high ropes climbing thing and like swimming and hiking and things like that. So still getting out there and getting active, and I will slot in runs when I can. You know, my time's very valuable. Lots of people want to spend time with me, so you know, if I can escape for a bit, I'll go for runs. So next week's video, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do one, but if I do, it won't be sort of similar. But yeah, so just to give you guys an update on next week. But until the next video, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope your training is going very well. But again, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.